we could have a little slot in that as a preempt to our concert to sort of say, hello, village, this is us.
Yes.
And in July, hopefully we've talked about, initially, just about maybe either a charity or we have two village trusts, the actual village institute and the village playing fields that we and the playing fields doing a big project at the moment, so we may think about contributing towards that if we had ticket sales. So and then from then on we'll see what happens next. So
yes, it's very exciting, isn't it?
What made you think of? I mean, obviously, the impact of people singing together, first and foremost, spurred people on. But was it your initial idea to, after that, to get everybody together?
Well, there was a few of us, because I was one of the accompanist in the music hall and doing other things in it, and there was only a small chorus, and a few of us from that sort of kept on saying, well, we really should do something else. What else could we do? And the singing is easy in a sense, because you don't have to think about a big production. You know, you can just get together and sing.
Yes.
And it was an idea really, and in January I never really thought it was going to come off. We sort of kept on talking about it, and then we decided we would have an initial meeting together and decide what strategy we were going to do really, and if there was still enough interest there, so it sort of stemmed from there really. It's sort of steamrolled from there.
Did you have quite a wide age range?
Yes. People in the we started in the initial group. I would say Jill's probably in her 20s, and we go right up to 70s.
Yes.
And we're hoping. I've had a few people approach me, mums who've got children sort of 11 to sort of 16, or girls especially, who would like to come along and sing as well. And we encourage that really. So if young people want to come and sing as well, that's the whole idea of it. Get them involved and get them singing. So.
Yes, the sooner the better.
Yes, yeah.
Well, of course, if you've got the headmaster of the local school there, it's a good start, isn't it?
It's a good start, yeah, I know.
It is.
And we've got the vicar coming in as well.
Oh, well, that's good, isn't it? So you have got a core of men. Anyway, this is what most choirs moan about. It's very, very difficult to find men, especially tenors are very thin on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
I couldn't even make a good fiver, never mind. Anyway, if enthusiasm's anything to go with it, Lewis, you're off to a start. So we'll be looking to see you in the last choir standing, will we?
We're hoping, yes, absolutely, yeah. But I've got to say, the whole Gareth Malone and the choir on the BBC, the initiatives he's done in different communities, is quite inspirational, and I think it's one of the ideas that people have had when they thought about this, that, getting people together to sing is possible in a community, no matter how diverse it is. And I think it's been fantastic the response we've had. I just hope they all turn up.
Yes, and the West Riding and band have always had a tradition of singing.
Yes.
So you're following in a very long line.
Yes.
Of choirs and
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and at one time, of course, every church had a very strong choir. And that's not so much nowadays, but certainly they did. So, yes, it's a shame that it has sort of fallen from popularity as a pastime in many ways.
Yeah.
But perhaps it will come back as people tire of television and other, canned entertainment, maybe.
Yes, and I think what Alan said before about what music we do is a big key part, and it's also not just catering to the sort of whims of pop music. It's great to use some of that as well.
But
there's some great music you can sing, and learn and feel quite a sense of accomplishment through learning. That doesn't have to be boring.
No, it doesn't. And also, you help to save music from just dying away, dying out, and being forgotten.
That's right.
Because there are centuries of music which is all quite singable.
Yes, yeah.
I think possibly, from what I gather about choirs, one of the biggest problems you might have is sheet music, etc., because it's quite expensive, I understand, for choirs.
Yeah, well, in the short term, Tony's got access to his choir library he already does, and we've got the musical director of our music hall is coming to sing as well, David. He's a tenor, and he runs some choirs as well. So we're hopefully at the moment, the short term, we're sort of got covered, but it is expensive, and that's the thing we've got to think about in terms of how we finance ourselves.
Yes, indeed.
On a weekly basis.
And of course, if you rent a hall, that can be expensive as well.
Yes. I'm involved on the parish council, and we our sole trustee of the Village Institute. So the idea was we were going to try and spin it that if we did one event for them a year, if we did end up rehearsing there, that they would give us a cheap rate.
Well, yes.
Well, these are all things that are big considerations, particularly when you're starting, aren't they?
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
It's been great talking to you, Lois.
Thank you very much,
I hope you... if enthusiasm is anything to go, as I said, you're home and dry already.
Yes, indeed.
And I hope your meeting is a great success on the 3rd of March.
Thank you very much.
Oh, if anybody wants to know, what's the name of the pub?
It's the New Inn, Main Street, Cononley.
The New Inn,
Main Street, Cononley.
On the 3rd of March.
Yes.
There we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. And I couldn't resist this particular song that I'm going to play now because it's the Beach Boys and Good Vibrations. I love the colorful clothes you wear and the way the